Hey guys, what's up? I've decided to end my hiatus because I feel like I need to upload videos to keep myself going, so here we go. I'm doing another album review, and thanks to Ricky Booby for wanting me to do this, and I planned on doing this, but for wanting to hear it, so, you know, here's the video, here's what you wanted, the review of the new XXXTentacion posthumous album, Skins. His third studio album, his second release this year. He released Question Mark earlier this year, and, you know, listening to Question Mark, I was not, I was not intrigued with any of his first two albums, really. And going into this, I didn't want to go into this thing just thinking that it was going to suck, and, you know, went into it with a clear mind saying, you know, it's only 19 minutes and 43 seconds. It's not long. We can go through this thing multiple times without any problem. And, I mean, there was a lot of surprises on this thing, I think. Guardian Angel is a great rap track. I do like the song Bad. When I heard it, I thought it was alright. And, you know, it's still alright to me. But the two standout tracks on this thing that surprised me was Staring at the Sky and 1 Minute. Staring at the Sky is a minute-and-a-half track that reminds me a lot more of like the emo screamo pop punk days. It's kind of what X is doing in this thing. He has screaming vocals to go along with, like I said, what sounds like pop punk vocals in this thing. It's really weird, but at the same time intriguing and different, to say the least. You know, at least he's not doing the not Lil Pump, the 6ix9ine yell during songs, that annoying thing. And then 1 Minute featuring Kanye West. I was not expecting a nu metal song on a XXXTentacion album, but that's what we got. And not only was X himself a writer along with Kanye West, who actually I think does a nice job on this track too, but Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker was also a writer. I know he collabed with X on the last album, and he was good friends with X, so you know, I can pretty much see. I wouldn't be surprised if they said that he did the drums on this thing as well, on this song at least. I think the interlude difference is pretty nice, and it ends on a high note with What Are You So Afraid Of? It's just kind of a great acoustic track. So all I really have to say is I was glad that I went and listened to this thing without, you know, thinking or saying to myself, you know, it's going to suck just because it's XXXTentacion. You know, I'm one to never, you know, separate the music from the person, and although X may have had a troubled past, I never really liked his music to begin with either, so it was kind of like people were blaming me for that, but I'm like, you know, he hasn't done anything that's caught my eye yet, and then, of course, when he got killed, got murdered, it sucked the way that he went, and frankly, the only thing I have a problem with this is that the people who let this out said it would be super short, and it basically said, but several publications reported that the album will appear in unfinished form, and basically that's my only problem with this thing. It feels unfinished because the record label wanted to get something out there of X, you know, as like a posthumous release, mainly just as a money grab, and I'm not blaming X for this at all. I know he had this album in particular planned for this year, but at the same point, when something like that happens and it's not finished, then why go about doing it? I know he's made some short songs in his career, but a lot of these songs just, I don't know, like I said, are good, but at the same time, then I have to deal with the fact that it's just like, it's just the ultimate cash grab, you know, someone who's growing big, you know, dies, or like I said, in this case, gets murdered, and, you know, they had this stuff kind of on the back burner, not finished yet, and they're just like, we'll release it anyway because it's going to make the cash. So I don't really like that, but, you know, I can at least appreciate this album and say XXX actually had a creative mind. You know, I never thought I would say that, but once again, hearing songs like Staring at the Sky, 1 Minute, and What Are You So Afraid Of, I just went back and like, wow, you know, there's like rock tracks on here, rap tracks, and there's just like these acoustic ballads, and it was just very surprising to me. So, was this thing fantastic? I'm not going to sit here and say it was. There was just some songs that just I really didn't get into, like Train Food, Whoa, Mind and All, and, Don't Let Go. But I really have to give this thing a 7 out of 10. It shocked me, and it surprised me with just some of the things that X went and did for this album. And, I'm kind of wondering what he would have done had this album may have been more complete in a way. Would there have been more songs? And what other genres would he have tried to tackle? So it always keeps me, that kept me interested in it too. But, I will say it's a step up from most of his work, and I applaud him for seeming to go and doing different things with the music, but I don't applaud the record label for releasing something that obviously just seemed like a big money tactic thing for them. But anyway, that's my honest take on this thing. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm back. I'm going to be making videos. No more hiatus. I'm just tired of YouTube telling me what I can and can't upload. Every time I upload and something gets blocked because of this new stupid fair use policy. Now I'm just going to shrug it off and I'm not going to care. So, yeah. Don't worry, there'll be more album reviews coming. I don't know this month, but I know next month there'll be one that's planned. And, yeah. And I have other videos coming out. So, stay tuned for that, and I will catch you guys in the next one.